Being diagnosed definitely saved my life, and I'm very open about that because I think it's not something that's talked about enough. Autism, first of all, is very underdiagnosed, especially in women, because it presents differently. Growing up, I always felt so different, and I felt like I didn't belong. I didn't understand why I was interested in different things, or when it came to social communications, there was this disconnect. I didn't understand why that was. I felt very isolated and separated, and I wasn't happy with who I was, and I felt like I had to change that. My name is Olivia Schlaepfer. I'm a senior here at Yale College, and I'm in the environmental studies major. I am neurodiverse, I am autistic, and I also have ADHD. Since being diagnosed and since being here at Yale, I've really come into my own. I accept who I am, and I'm also a lot easier on myself because I know my brain is structured differently, and that comes with so many amazing things. Like, I delight in such a very rich experience in this world from a sensory perspective. I feel very connected to our natural world. That's why I'm an environmental studies major. But it does also lead to some difficulties. Some of the things that I struggled academically with in my first year before getting diagnosed, for example, in long lectures during class, I'd have a lot of trouble sitting still, especially lecture formats. I couldn't stay focused for that amount of time. If professors were just writing things on the chalkboard and there weren't slides for me to consult, I felt very lost. I had a lot of trouble being able to stay focused and take notes. Even though I wanted to learn, there was some block where I couldn't, and that led to a lot of anxiety because I felt like I didn't know what was wrong. I didn't know why I wasn't able to do the things that I'd been able to do in the past, or I didn't know why other people weren't struggling with these things. I'd go into exams and it would take me a lot longer to understand the questions, and sometimes I'd be so sure that I understood it, and yet I would interpret it differently, and I would misinterpret it, and I wouldn't understand why that was. And I also wasn't able to finish exams because it would take me longer to be able to sort through the material or to understand the question. I would have to be, asking, like raising my hand, and I would feel very awkward and uncomfortable having to clarify things, and then maybe the professor wouldn't understand why I didn't understand, and I also didn't understand. And there was a lot of uncertainty, and that did create a lot of anxiety. And being able to get this diagnosis, to educate myself on, okay, this makes so much sense. I have all of these answers now to why I feel this way and why I experience the world the way that I do. And it's so much knowledge that I have now and that's really allowed me to accept myself. And that's why now I'm so open about things, is because I want to help other people and be a voice for those who are struggling and don't know why, and haven't reached out for help yet, or are in the process and aren't feeling like they love themselves for who they are. And I want to show that it's okay to be different, and being neurodiverse is beautiful, and it allows us to bring a different perspective to this world. For students coming into Yale who are autistic or have ADHD or another disability, I know that it can be stressful and overwhelming, and you don't know where to start. It's a new environment. You're coming into college, and it really does take you out of your comfort zone. It can be intimidating to approach professors and be like, actually, I do experience the world in a different way. I do learn differently. But I would say my experience with professors has been overwhelmingly positive. I would say just at the start of the semester to open that door for communication and to be honest. Professors are people too. They're people who have their own world experiences and can probably relate to a lot of the struggles that you you deal with, even if it's not precisely in the same way. You have so many different resources to help you here, whether that's your first year counselor, your dean, your head of college, also mental health and counseling, student accessibility services, Porvu Center, there's so many different avenues for you to get the help and the support you need. And I think there is still a lot of stigma about, getting support, whether that be tutoring or therapy or academic accommodations, because it can make you feel less than, like, oh, I'm not good enough. But that's not how you should see it. It's not that you're not good enough, it's that you learn in a different way. Our academic system is set up for a certain neurotype, for people who learn a certain way. And academic accommodations that helps to level the playing field and to ensure fairness. It's not giving a leg up, or it's not, oh, extra help. No, it's allowing for there to be fairness and ensuring there's an even playing field so that everyone here at Yale can thrive.